Later. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tommy Shaw with Shaw House Buyers. I want to buy your Memphis area house in as-is condition today. I buy houses, duplexes, apartments, commercial buildings, and land. I pay cash and pay all of your closing costs. Call Tommy Shaw now at 901-380-1000 or visit me online at shawhousebuyers.com. The best time to do something that you know you have to do is right now.
Alsea Community, Bethel Grove, Orange Mound, Hillview area, airport area, mamas, grandmamas, aunties, and parental guardians. Are you looking for a daycare center for your child or children where you know that they will be safe and that they are in a learning atmosphere? Well, you need to call Just Us Kids Daycare, located at 2244 Alsea in the Curve. Just Us Daycare has been a staple of the Alsea community for over 20 years. They have the curriculum that applies to learning and growth even when your child is away from the center. They have a loving and nurturing staff. Call the center's director. Call Vicki Jones directly at 8467. That's 901-828-8467. Just Us Kids Daycare accepts DHS certificates, private pay, sign-on bonuses. They have CDA trained staff trained through Labana Hospital to better serve the children that may have special needs. And most of all, they have free transportation throughout various parts of the city. Give them a call right now at 901-828-8467. That's 901-828-8467.
Step in the doo-doo of life, and you get it all betwixt your toes, and you wondering why your life is stinking. You got doo-doo.
Say it, Father.
Amen. You got doo-doo all between you, all on the bottom of your feet.
Amen.
You got your brand new weave on. You got your new outfit on. You think you all of that and a bag of chips, but you got doo-doo between your toes. And I don't care how well you look. I don't care even when you walk into the bank to get yourself some money out the bank. If you got doo-doo on your toes, you gonna stink.
All right now.
And everybody will know that you're a stinker because doo-doo just smells. But all you got to do now is call on Jesus and let Jesus wash your feet. Let me close this thing. This 51st.
This is Thaddeus Matthews, aka the Cussing Pastor, and I'm inviting you each and every Sunday morning to join me for virtual worship. That's right, you can worship without leaving home. Every Sunday morning on my YouTube channel, just put in Thaddeus Matthews at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and listen to the Word of God that He's given me to give you. I'm looking for you on this Sunday morning on my YouTube channel from my virtual studios, which is my virtual church, The Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries. Join me.
You've heard that God will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. Well, God has done it for Crystal Blair. Crystal was working across the street for a mattress company. They let her go, and God allowed her to take her savings and open up a furniture store right across the street. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing 901 Discount Mattresses, 7166 Winchester at Germantown Road, 106. Queen size mattresses, $199 up. King size mattresses, $299 and up. Brand new mattresses, brand names. No credit is necessary. You need a mattress? Go see my girl Crystal at 901 Discount Mattresses, 7166 Winchester at Germantown Road. Give her a call at 901-218-7118. That's 901-218-7118. And lay down in comfort tonight. Help! My money is dying. I need a medic stat. The Money Medics are here to help you save your hard-earned money using the new type of life insurance that you can use and enrich yourself and your family before you die. It gives you cash to cover expenses even if you can't work due to a major sickness or you are hurt
in a car accident. Listen to what they have to say.
We offer the new type of life insurance that you can use while you're still living. In the event that you have a heart attack, stroke, cancer, end-stage renal disease, get shot, get stabbed, third-degree burns, lose a limb, break a leg, and have to be off work more than 90 days, or in a bad car wreck, anything where you have to be off work for more than 3 months, it will pay while you're still living. And it also comes with that death benefit so your family is able to bury you.
Call 662-483-0494. 662-483-0494. Grab your pen and write this number down right now. 662-483-0494, and tell them that the Teddy Bear told you to call them. Call them right now. 662-483-0494.
I know you thought you had to go to North Memphis or South Memphis, maybe even Orange Mound, to get good soul food. But I promise you that's wrong. Now you can go downtown Memphis to Promise Restaurant at 412 South Main in Hewling. Promise is a black-owned business serving soul food lunch Tuesdays through Fridays from 11 until 3. Fridays and Saturdays from 5 until 11, and Sundays from 11 until 5. And they have a different menu daily. Baked chicken, fried chicken, neck bones, turkey necks, all types of vegetables. And guess what? They even serve oxtails on Wednesdays. So if you work downtown Memphis, or you're just looking for a great place to dine, there's a new restaurant downtown. It's called Promise at 412 South Main. To place your to-go orders, call 901-644-6543. That's 901-644-6543 or 901-218-6880.
Let me take this time and introduce you to something that is new and unique. In the time of bereavement and you've lost a loved one, someone who is close to you and the entirety of your family, you want to memorialize that person in style, class, and uniqueness. And that's what you will get when you call the Pastor's Death Services. Brand new. I specialize in covered, customized caskets. Whether it is your favorite sports team, your movie theme, whether it is your baseball team, your college sports team, your cartoon, or just a fashionable style. Whether you want to put your loved one on the casket, whether you want to put your Dallas Cowboys or your 49ers, or you just want to put a casket out that everybody will be talking about for weeks and saying, did you see how so-and-so's family put him away? Ladies and gentlemen, pick up your phone right now. If death is in your family or it is imminent, you've got a loved one in hospice and death again is imminent, call the Pastor's Death Services at 901-949-3000. That's 901-949-3000. We got a casket for you in the design that you desire. Delivery is within 24 to 48 hours to any funeral home that you desire. And guess what? By federal law, they cannot refuse to take a casket that you purchase other than the funeral home. Give me a call, 901-949-3000. We've got some caskets, uniques, like you've never seen before.
If you wanna know what's Thaddeus, if you wanna grow, ask Thaddeus, he will let you know, yeah, yeah. What's Thaddeus? It's the Thaddeus Matthews Show. He's not afraid to tell the truth. He is the one that will inform you about all those jokers that are doing wrong. You cross the line and then it's on. Sometimes the other news don't get it right. They don't get it right. But Daddy does his homework every night. What's local news, world news, national news? He's gonna keep it tight. For the people he will fight.
And good Thursday evening to you. Top of the evening to you. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. For certainly God has been merciful as well as good to each and to every one of us. We're not a statistic. We're not laying up in a funeral home. We're not laying in the streets of Memphis after a shooting that has just taken place in the Hickory Hill area, where out on Chesapeake, 3 black men have been shot, 2 dead, on the scene. Harold Smith, does my boys make the women Moors? I'll take that. Anger. We don't know what the reason is now, but just happened about 5:30 on this weekend. That's the reason I stay here in the house. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Go where you want to go. See who you want to see. But I'm going to stay in the house. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to stay in the house. I feel secure in the house. Locked doors are locked. Alarms on. Cameras work. Dog in the house. Guns in the house. Don't let nobody in that you don't know. If I don't know you, don't visit. The only people that visit here is Mel's folk. Her family visits. But other than that, don't show up at my house. Because don't knock at my door. Because I ain't expecting you. I ain't friendly. if I call Uber Eats or Dash, we calling them and where you at? Then, when I go to the door, because the Dash man or woman might be the crook. The Glock is in my hand when I go get my sandwich or whatever it is that I've ordered. And this is the way that most of us are having to live. What is going to happen to decent people? There is no answer as of yet. Do I think that the politicians have an answer? Nope. You mean to tell me you don't think the new mayor has an idea? Nope. Don't have a clue. State legislators don't have a clue. U.S. congressman? Oh, no. He don't have a clue. Senators? Do you think the president? Hell, 9 times out of 10, the president can't even remember where he is. President can't remember some days to put one foot in front of the other to walk. It is going to take a massive returning to God. God just done got tired of our shit. God has given us, as scriptures say, to reprobate minds and given us to our own desires and our own wants and our own thinking. But the scriptures give you the answer. And I ain't going to preach on this Thursday night. It is the fault of church folk, the believers. It's the fault of you speaking in tongues, you runners around the church, you falling outers. It's your fault. Well, Thaddeus, where in the Bible does it say that? Well, I'm glad you asked me. The scripture says, if my people who are called by my name, you that call yourselves Christians, you that call yourselves believers, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways. There's a comma there. Comma means that there was no period. There wasn't the end. Comma means that there is a more. What more did it say? It says that if you will do all of these things, then then, touch your neighbor and say, then will I hear from heaven and I'll heal the land. Then you want to be mistreated, you want to be talked about, then go to church. Them folk will talk about your ass. They will mistreat you. Then I heard an old preacher when I was a young boy. His name was Dr. L.A. Hamlin. He was the pastor of the Golden Leaf Missionary Baptist Church. If y'all hear Mel, she downstairs looking at the football game, so she subject to get loud. He preached a sermon that was entitled, When God walks out of the field. When God leaves you, when God moves on, when God gives you up to your own ways and your desires. When God just looks at you and it shakes his head. God gives you time. Yeah, God gives you time. If I could call a witness, I call Noah. Noah would tell you that God had me to preach the same sermon, same text for 120 years. That it's going to rain. God gave the people 120 years. And it rained for 40 days, 40 nights. And it destroyed all of the people except Noah's family and all of the life of the animals that was on the ark. The song written about it says that they knocked on the windows and they knocked on the door. Because after the rain started, they found out that God wasn't playing. So I ain't gonna send no more rain. I ain't sending no more water. Next time, I'm gonna send the fire. The fire that comes out of the barrel of a gun. The fire that we feel in our homes and in our societies, because it's got to be burning, because we find ourselves running from the fire. Lord have mercy. Now let me get into my subject, because I done slipped off into preacher mode. But see, what our society must understand, that even in the fire that is set to destroy us, God, Lord have mercy, He can save you in the fire. Is there anybody that believe that even when the fire is burning you like it is in our society, in this city, in our homes, in our schools, that God can save you? Let me call a witness, and then I'm going to close this and I'm going to go on to my subject. But I don't know why this hit me. If I needed a witness, I called 3 of them. Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro. They wouldn't bow to Nebuchadnezzar, the king. Like society is trying to give us bending at the criminal. When we're captured and held home hostage in our homes, we're bending. The carjacker knows that you're bending. The murderer knows that you're bending. The car thieves. You missed this on Sunday morning, don't you, Monica? They know you're bending. Nebuchadnezzar said, if you don't bend, if you don't celebrate me as your king, I'm going to put you in this fire. Nebuchadnezzar, a bad Negro, all of them said, we ain't gonna bend to you. Why you ain't gonna bend to me? Because, good God Almighty, I could hear Shadrach say, because the God I serve, he's able. Anybody know that he's able? They put them 3 in the fire. The word comes that they turned up the fire 7 times harder. The fire was so hot that somebody that went to look over in the fire and to check to see how roasted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were. The word says the fire was so hot it burned him. Then Nebuchadnezzar said, now they've been in that fire long enough. They ought to be roasted. They ought to be toast by now. Go and check. Somebody else went to check on Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. He went and looked in the fire, and he became mathematically puzzled. He said, I know we put 3. But I see 1, 2, 3, 4. King, you put 3 in the fire. But now there are 4 in the fire. Nebuchadnezzar said, well, yeah, I put in 3. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. I didn't put in 4. Who is it? Do you recognize the 4th one? The man said, yes, I do. It looked like the Son of Man. Is they all burning down, burn up? Are they cremated? The man said, no. They're walking around in the fire. It's something about when you're in the fire and Jesus comes to the fire. Well, I used to hear the old folk, the old preachers, the old unlearned preachers said, that God took the heat out of the fire. But I stand to correct them tonight. That God didn't take the heat out of the fire. God made them fireproof. And what we've got to do in Memphis, we've got to wait until God starts walking again in our fire and makes us fireproof. Yeah, and amen goes right there. See, I feel like pulling it, but y'all want to catch me preaching, catch me Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Monica Lisa Braddock says she in here tonight. See, like this. See, this makes me want to go back and get another building, but Jack, I ain't left you hanging. I done gave you the story. I got to do my show tonight. Whew. I miss Sunday mornings in the pulpit at Raleigh or Douglas when I was in there. But I want to tell you that whatever it is that we're going through right now, can't nobody save us but God. Lord have mercy. We got to return to God. And see, I know He's able. How you know that is that God is able? Because I've lived 66 years, and in these 66 years, I've had the opportunity to try Him. Yeah. I'm one that been in the hospital 8 times in 2 years. Massive heart attack, stroke, but I'm still here. Incident in my drive where I was shot at point blank. And the God I serve, Clark Kent, made the bullets miss me. Yeah. So what was going through Memphis is not hard. It may be too hard for man, but it's all right for God. I've had those that wish me dead. But Monica, my health and my life is not in the hands of man. It's all in the hands of God. And I can't leave here until it's my time. Lord have mercy. I ain't been in the hospital since May. And every morning I get up about 5 o'clock. I said, Lord, it's another day's journey. And I'm glad for it. Yeah. Let me stop and get into the subject. Y'all don't want to hear this. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Leave it alone. Lord have mercy. Ooh. No. Troy, I gotta stop. Y'all didn't come to hear me preach. Ooh. Lord, let me leave it alone. Millionaire J.I., I ain't gonna hoop, brother. But I got a joy in me that man didn't give it to me. And it can't take it away. God has allowed me to lose about 50 pounds. I got to take a couple of suits before Bartlett's funeral next week to the seamstress.
and take up about 4 inches in my pants. I can go down from a 56 to a 51 and a half to 52. I'm through. What time is it? Almost 8 o'clock. I used to play, when I started in radio, I was in gospel. I used to play a song called Who Wouldn't Serve a God Like This? Let me take a commercial break, and whew, then I'm going to come back. All right, my t-shirt man got me some hoodies ready. Okay. All right. Thank you, John Olam. Whew. Got me a gray one, a red one, and a black one. You would have to be preaching while I'm drinking. So what, brother? Hell, Jesus turned water to wine. He didn't take you nothing to drink. We'll be back in just a minute.
The Cussing Pastor t-shirts now for a number of years, so I strongly recommend him. Call 279-0434. That's area code 901-279-0434. John got you. If you want to hear the best in blues and southern soul, I invite you to join me daily from 6 a.m. until 10 Central Standard Time on 4 radio stations in Mississippi. WXTN 1000 AM, WONG 105.5 FM, WONG 1150 AM, all simulcast from WAGR 102.5 in Lexington, Mississippi. But what you didn't know is that you can also hear me on the radio in Memphis on AM 1600 WMQM from 6 until 9 Monday through Friday. Out of earshot of any of these radio stations, download the TuneIn app and listen to the entire show from 6 until 9. Just tune in to WAGR 102.5. Become a morning fan. Tune in to the Cussing Pastor Blues Network, broadcasting live Monday through Friday. When death comes to your family and you're left in charge of putting together a celebration of life program, you want that program to be memorable, beautiful, and to project the marvelous life that your loved one lived. Well, for your funeral program, you don't have to search or look around. You just need to call the obituary queen, D. Ferris of Ferris Media and Marketing and Alpha Omega Monuments. D takes pride in special design and production of your loved one's memorable program. After the funeral and your loved one is buried and you want that burial spot to be memorialized forever, call D for your monument. D. Ferris and Ferris Media and Marketing Management can take care of all of your print needs, both church and professional. And anything that you need, D can get it done. You're looking for a graphic expert? Call D at 901-440-6643. That's 901-440-6643, or go by 2960 Chelsea at Wofford.
I'm Tanya Jones, the chronic pain coach. If you or your loved ones are suffering with chronic pain, then this message is for you. I've been a nurse for 34 years, and after suffering with my own chronic pain, I took matters into my own hands. I began a journey 2 years ago to develop an all-natural pain rub, and now my on-demand pain relief rub is helping so many people across the country to manage their own pain. If you're ready to break that chain of chronic pain, give me a call at 901-300-6858 or go to my website at www.ondemandpainrelief.com. You deserve better. It's time you lived your best life. Make that call.
Step in the doo-doo of life, and you get it all betwixt your toes, and you wondering why your life is stinking. You got doo-doo.
Say it, Pastor.
Amen. You got doo-doo all between you, all on the bottom of your feet.
Amen.
You got your brand new weave on. You got your new outfit on. You think you all of that and a bag of chips, but you got doo-doo between your toes. And I don't care how well you look. I don't care even when you walk into the bank to get yourself some money out the bank. If you got doo-doo on your toes, you gonna stink.
All right now.
And everybody will know that you're a stinker because doo-doo just smells. But all you got to do now is call on Jesus and let Jesus wash your feet. Let me close this thing. This 51st.
This is Thaddeus Matthews, aka the Cussing Pastor, and I'm inviting you each and every Sunday morning to join me for virtual worship. That's right, you can worship without leaving home. Every Sunday morning on my YouTube channel, just put in Thaddeus Matthews at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time and listen to the Word of God that He's given me to give you. I'm looking for you on this Sunday morning on my YouTube channel from my virtual studios, which is my virtual church, The Naked Truth, Liberation, and Empowerment Ministries. Join me.
All right, we are back. Make sure you join me on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. You do know that time goes back on this weekend. Okay. What is that? What kind of time they call it? Well, whatever it is, time goes back on this weekend. Now, let's get into the show. Daylight. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. Daylight saving time. Oh, whatever time. Time goes back. Okay. There are 5 police officers that were charged in the beating death of Tyree Nichols. A very severe beating that took this young man's life. All 5 of these former police officers had pled not guilty in federal court and in state court as well. All of these individuals are faced with life in prison. Federal courts even have the death penalty. Well, the reason that you hire good attorneys is to get you off or to get you the best deal. Okay. Or the best deal. Well, Desmond Jr. Desmond Mills Jr. has the Ballin Law Firm, probably the most notable legal firm, criminal legal firm in Memphis. So here's what happens. Desmond talks to Ballin. Man, what can you do for me? Ballin tells him, well, I got to talk to the prosecutors. Well, the deal was made today. Let me go to my notes. The deals was made today. That he gonna tell everything he know on everybody that's involved And for his knowledge, he's been offered 15 years. Both the state and the federal prosecutors agreed to a recommended sentence of 15 years, and that any period of incarceration be served in the Federal Bureau of Prisons. He didn't want to go to state prison. Okay. Okay. The final decision will be made by a judge on another date. Once he receives his sentence, Mills will plead guilty in state court to the state charges. According to the DA's office, officials consulted with the family of Tyre Nichols, who said they support the above agreement. I joined Tyre's family in saying this is a fair result given Mr. Mills' level of involvement and his willingness to cooperate with us, is what Moroy said in a state. His cooperation will help us bring to justice all those criminally responsible, while also identifying needs for systematic reform within the police department. The officials broke down the charge in federal court Thursday. Mills admitted to repeatedly and unjustifiably striking Nichols with a baton and to failing to intervene in other officers' use of force against Nichols. Nichols said he watched another officer repeatedly punch Nichols in the head while two other officers restrained Nichols. Mills admitted that he did not provide any medical aid to Nichols after the beating, though he knew that Nichols had a serious medical need. He did not alert MPD or Memphis Fire Department EMTs that Nichols had been struck in the head and body. In addition, Mills participated in conversations with other officers in which they discussed using force against Nichols, hitting Nichols to make him fall, and believing they were on the verge of killing Nichols when they saw that Nichols did not fall from the blows. Mills admitted to making false statements in connection with the arrest of Nichols, including telling the supervisor that they had done everything by the book and providing false information in his statements to an MPD detective tasked with writing the incident report. Finally, Mills had submitted an MPD report that provided a claim that Mills saw Nichols aggressively resisting officers, instead of admitting that he had seen an officer repeatedly punch Nichols in the head while Nichols was restrained by two other officers. Mills reported only that Nichols was eventually put into custody. Damn. No, Natasha, in federal prison, you basically do day for day. And I'm sure that the federal judge is going to put some conditions on his stay. Now, here what becomes the question. What are the other four? Justin Smith, Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley. What are they going to do? Many will say that, well, no deals should have been made. But understand, I thought I called Emmett Martin, Justin Smith, Desmond Mills, and Demetrius are the five involved. But whether you're guilty or not, every individual is going to look out for his own ass. It's called survival. But what are they going to do now? He has to testify and believe he's already sung. He's already to even get the deal. Before you get the deal, you got to tell the whole story. So he's told everything. He's had to tell the story. So is there a need for the other four to even testify? Why isn't the video enough? Come on, Harold Smith. Why would the video be enough? When you're charged with any crime, the video is circumstantial. That's what you call circumstantial evidence. The courts want you to say, yeah, I did, or no, I didn't. The video by itself, and I got the video right here. But the video by itself, let's talk about Willie Harrington. Shay, you been blocked. What the fuck? Well, Sheila Woods, if you ain't the other four. The other four are facing life in prison. Yeah. They're facing life in prison. So I think it's some more deals coming. It cuts on the court time and taxpayers' money. Let me say this also on the lawsuit. I do not think that this case will amount to anybody receiving $550 million. I got to check tomorrow and see if the state of Tennessee has a ceiling on lawsuits for municipalities. But I don't think see, with all the lawsuits against this city now, it would bankrupt this city. I don't know how much is in the reserves. The reserve funds is funds that the city has put together, put aside rather, for emergencies. It ain't no $550 million. And everybody, I'm so sick of this. Everybody that has a problem, y'all run into Ben Crump. Why? How many lawsuits have Ben Crump really won? That's the thing. How many lawsuits? How many lawsuits have he won? And Jackie, I don't call settling winning a lawsuit. How many lawsuits have he argued before a judge and jury? That's my homework for tomorrow. We didn't hear about him. Well, he may have recovered millions, Because even in the settling, he got his portion. Okay. He got his portion. Al Sharpton got his portion. Because everywhere Ben Crump goes, Al Sharpton shows up. Jackson, Mississippi, last week, mother suing the police force for policemen in Jackson running over her son months ago. She didn't know. They put him in a pauper's grave. But they show up for these fake ass funerals. And I'm still telling y'all, that funeral at Mississippi Boulevard was a show. Okay. Wasn't nobody in that casket. Other than, I've been in the funeral home business I know everybody. They did a show. I mean, they paid for the show. How come they didn't open the casket if it was real? If you go back far enough, and I might do that before I go to bed tonight, there was a funeral that the family had at M.J. Edwards funeral home. Grace wins, I'm sure. It was on Facebook. The funeral, and that's before I'm the one that sent it to CNN. I put it on Instagram. I put it all on Facebook. So if you already you can't dabble one time. If you done had a funeral, why you need another funeral? So you can collect money. Millions of dollars came in to the mother. GoFundMe. And let me give you something else. I don't know whether y'all paid it in attention. The Vice President of the United States played a part in the charade. Huh? Yeah. Didn't you see Al Sharpton at the pulpit? Vice President was sitting on the front row with the mother. And Al Sharpton says, "We're so glad to have the Vice President of the United States here with us this morning, Kamala Harris. Give her a great big hand." Huh? President gets up like she's surprised. With no notes, no paper. Come up and say a few words. She get up. There were already notes on the pulpit. And she was reading off of her prepared notes. You only prepared notes, have notes when you are preparing to speak. It was fun. Do y'all think Al Sharpton comes to Memphis on these private jets? Memphis and everywhere else that Ben Crump goes. For free. I interacted with Al Sharpton some years ago when a young man was shot in West Memphis, Arkansas. His name was Deontay Farrell. Deontay Farrell was killed. Sharpton came into Memphis. In fact, I picked him up from the airport. Me and my good friend, former attorney Jay Bailey. Jay was the attorney in the case. That case went all the way to the Arkansas Supreme Court. They put another lawyer on there as a lead attorney, but Jay still stayed on it. And these lawyers and shopped and went before the Supreme Court. Lisa Shackelford, please pray that God will send me a financial miracle overnight. My rent is due tomorrow, November 3rd. I need $1,057 to pay my rent. And please pray that I will not become homeless again. Lisa Shackelford, I'm going to pray that you can sell enough pussy tonight to get your $1,057 that you need for rent. Don't come on my motherfucking page, bitch. Hell, all of our rents do shit. Wait a minute. I don't want to knock off the lad somebody. Wait a minute, wrong somebody. Oh shit, wait a minute. Come here asking for pray for you to get some rent money. Hell, I'd have to open up a damn prayer line because everybody here needs some rent paid this month. Shit. But they got up in the Supreme Court preaching. Now you're in front of a white judge. They lost in the Supreme Court. And I remember the Supreme Court judge said, if we had less preaching and more lawyering, this case may not have ended up the way that it ended. So some of you don't want to believe that second funeral was a show. There's one thing I need to prove it, and I may go and look for that tomorrow. I just don't think that Ben Crump is the only lawyer black that can work these cases. Okay, what time is it? I'm gonna have to get me a comfortable seat because my ass be hurting in this seat. Plus Mel frying some catfish tonight. So I'm gonna get me some catfish and probably some Kool-Aid and shit. Oh, but I'm tired. Ooh. Let me take a commercial break, and we're going to come back and wrap this show all the way up.
State Community, Bethel Grove, Orange Mound, Hillview area, airport area, mamas, grandmamas, aunties, and parental guardians. Are you looking for a daycare center for your child or children where you know that they will be safe and that they are in a learning atmosphere? Well, you need to call Just Us Kids Daycare, located at 2244 Alsea in the Curve. Just Us Daycare has been a staple of the Alsea community for over 20 years. They have the curriculum that applies to learning and growth even when your child is away from the center. They have a loving and nurturing staff. Call the center's director. Call Vicki Jones directly at 828-8467. That's 901-828-8467. Just Us Kids Daycare accepts DHS certificates, private pay, sign-on bonuses. They have CDA trained staff trained through Labana Hospital to better serve the children that may have special needs. And most of all, they have free transportation throughout various parts of the city. Give them a call right now at 901-828-8467. That's 901-828-8467.
Help! My money is dying. I need a medic stat. The Money Medics are here to help you save your hard-earned money using the new type of life insurance that you can use and enrich yourself and your family before you die. It gives you cash to cover expenses even if you can't work due to a major sickness or you are hurt in a car accident. Listen to what they have to say.
We offer the new type of life insurance that you can use while you're still living. In the event that you have a heart attack, stroke, cancer, end-stage renal disease, get shot, get stabbed, third-degree burns, lose a limb, break a leg, and have to be off work more than 90 days, in a bad car wreck, anything where you have to be off work for more than 3 months, it will pay while you're still living, and it also comes with that death benefit so your family is able to bury you.
Call 662-483-0494. 662-483-0494. Grab your pen and write this number down right now. 662-483-0494 and tell them that the Teddy Bear told you to call them. Call them right now. 662-483-0494.
I'm Tanya Jones, the chronic pain coach. If you or your loved ones are suffering with chronic pain, then this message is for you. I've been a nurse for 34 years, and after suffering with my own chronic pain, I took matters into my own hands. I began a journey 2 years ago to develop an all-natural pain rub, and now my on-demand pain relief rub is helping so many people across the country to manage their own pain. If you're ready to break that chain of chronic pain, give me a call at 901-300-6858 or go to my website at www.ondemandpainrelief.com. You deserve better. It's time you lived your best life. Make that call.
All right. How much? What time is it? 8:38. I can smell fish cooking. What you and Zena arguing about? I know y'all arguing about something. I know you and Zena arguing about something.
Cause she think that I'm supposed to come up these damn stairs. Like this just supposed to be off limits.
Huh?
Like she be trying to come up, if I'm coming up the stairs, she about to knock me down, trying to come tell you I'm coming up the stairs. Jeez.
That's all right, baby. Don Morris. Okay. Yeah. Shit, if you live in somewhere that costs you $1,000, baby, and I done blocked you, but you can't pay it, sell some ads. And see, at $40 a walk, how many folks you need to fuck tonight? Who has Tyree's body? Erica. He dead. Ain't nobody got his body. He was cremated. All right, let me advertising this time of year is always slow. For 45 years, I don't know what be this time of year. I don't know what be time. Y'all be getting ready to get y'all some turkeys and shit. In the repo business, when I was in the repo business, this was the best time of the year. This and Christmas? Shit. Because see, I know y'all going to be at your mama's house on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, if y'all enjoyed that first part with the ministering, you can put an offering in the tray. We pass in the tray. Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. $ Naked Truth Ministries. But yeah, what I'm saying, in the repo business, this is the best time of the year. And I was repoing before Facebook. Now, shit, if I had a truck, in the repo business, I average about $500,000 a year. I repo over 1,000 cars a year. And that was without Facebook. Now, shit. Y'all tell everybody everywhere you go. I just go and repossess you. I repossess folk in the graveyard, at their mama's funerals. Shit. Don Morris. I love me some catfish. I'm gonna probably have me about 4 pieces. Whole catfish. So I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all join me at 6 o'clock in the morning on AM 1600 WMQM. Yvette, thank you for $25. Anybody else that enjoyed the message in the first 45 minutes of the show, please feel free to give. Cash App, $ Naked Truth Ministries. Ministries, okay? I hope you know how to spell it. Okay. All right. Join me in the morning. Okay. Ooh. All right. It's time for me to leave you. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Shit. Oh, here's what I want to do. For all of you who have businesses, I want to do a 90-day advertising special. God damn. For $2,000 for 3 months. If you get it tonight, before midnight, you can get it for $1,500. Let me see it. 90 days. If you in the tax business, and I know what y'all make in the tax business. Shit. 3 months for $2,000. Or tonight before midnight, I'm going to be up. I'm going to go eat my fish and look at Blue Bloods. And then, shit, I'll go to bed at some time. Did y'all enjoy the show tonight? If you need the advertising, call me at 901-949-3000. 901-949-3000. All right? All right, shit. Let me make you some money. All right. All right, I'm finna go. Y'all be good. Sleep tight. Knock all the bed bugs out your bed before you sleep. Go to bed tonight, especially if you done invited somebody over. Okay? Yeah, if you done invited somebody over, before you go to bed, knock all the bed bugs out your bed. Folk wake up. Well, I'm gonna be jamming my ass off in the morning. Okay. Make sure y'all join me Sunday morning when the title is "Don't Swallow, Spit It Out." Night night.